Welcome to Power Talk, where I'm your host, OG Chris Murray. Y'all know what time it is. It's playoff football in the DML. Whenever you mention playoff football, you already know you gotta mention Road to Greatness, where I break down the top 10 playoff teams who has the best odds at winning a banner in this playoff run. Now, I'm not gonna hold y'all up. First off, I want to shout out every single playoff team that made the playoffs this year, because we know how hard it is to grind it out in a 16-game season in the DML and get everything clicking in your favor to make a playoff run. So shout out to y'all guys, man. But let's dive into this list. Coming in at the number 10 slot, we have the schemer, the owner of the New York Jets. He finished the regular season with an 81 overall team, 12-4 record, ranked 9th in defense and 4th in offense. When you're scouting against this team throughout this playoffs, you're going to have to always throw in the factor Julio Jones. Even though he is on the wrong side of the age clock, Julio showed that he still can produce, finishing the regular season with over 1,200 receiving yards, over 10 receiving touchdowns, and he just seems to know how to still make big plays. I like what the schemer is doing on the defensive side of the ball, which I nicknamed it the schemer way. He knows how to put guys in key position to make plays, and that defense up front four knows how to create pressure. If he can figure out to continue how to make things go in the right direction, as far as Julio Jones still making big plays, his defense coming out playing at a high level football, he can make a deep playoff run, even though he's coming ranked in at the number 10 slot. So I'm looking forward to seeing if the schemer can make this thing work, and let's see what he can do this playoffs. Coming at the number 9 slot, we have Vitamin in the LA Chargers. Vitamin enters the postseason with an 81 overall team. Finished the regular season with a 10-6 record, ranked 17th in offense and ranked 10th in defense. Whenever you mention this Los Angeles Chargers team, you always got to mention their run game. No matter who's back there running the rock, it seems to just work. Vitamin enters this postseason with the mindset of, I'm here, no excuse, I need to ball out. Because after they had that devastating loss to the Green Bay Packers in the first season in the Super Bowl, this team has not been the same. So I want to see if Vitamin can figure out how to get that same momentum going, because God, they need it. But to make things more easier, you have the tank Derwin James on the defensive side of the ball, who can flat out win you a ball game, whether it's defending against the pass or coming down and putting a hurting on whoever he's tackling. If you're looking at any game film on this LA Chargers team, I'm telling you, you need to understand one thing. Locate Derwin James and stay away from him. But let's see if Vitamin can get that flow back and make another Super Bowl run this playoff run. Coming in at the number 8 slot, we have Niner Time and the San Francisco 49ers. This team enters the playoffs with an 82 overall team, finished the regular season with a 10-6 record, ranked 7th in offense and 16th in defense. Top threats, always got to look out for Marquise Goodwin, who knows how to create big explosive plays, and that defensive line knows how to get after the quarterback. Niner Time entered a little slump, in my opinion, after winning his banner last season. You're back in the postseason, you're the defending champ, everyone is coming for your head. So you're going to have to figure out how to get that momentum that you had last postseason and bring it into this postseason, because if you don't, you will be taking an early exit. But this offense has the firepower on the offensive side of the ball. This team has the firepower on the offensive side of the ball and on the defensive side of the ball. So I'm just interested to see, even though he's entering the postseason at 10-6, is this the most dangerous team in the postseason? Niner Time, let's see what's going on. Prove us wrong. We have SJ, the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. SJ enters the postseason with an 87 ranked overall team. Finished the regular season 12-4, ranked 20th in offense and 13th in defense. This team right here, whenever you mention this team, you gotta mention the Leonard Fournette Express. He has been running through the DML all season, ranking up a total of 2,051 rushing yards with a total of 16 rushing touchdowns, and I don't expect that to change this postseason. The defense knows how to attack the ball, coming up with 61 interceptions this season. But the secondary, y'all need to think one guy and one guy only, and that's Josh Allen. This guy managed to rack up 41.5 sacks. 41.5 sacks. Whenever you're getting after the quarterback 41.5 times, that makes things a whole lot more easier for the secondary, because whenever a quarterback is rushing a pass or rushing a throw or rushing a read, and you jump it, you better think them guys on the front four. In this case, out there in Jacksonville, you only gotta think one guy, and that's Josh Allen. Whatever team is going up against the Jacksonville Jaguars team is going to have to figure out how to eliminate this pass rush, because like you just seen the stats, if you sit there and you think that you're going to pass this ball or have time to make multiple reads, you got another thing coming. Let's see if these Jacksonville Jaguars can continue that level of play as they go through the postseason. Coming in at the number 6 slot, we have Sweets 99 and the Arizona Cardinals. They enter the postseason with an 85 overall team. They finished the regular season 13-3 record, ranked 4th in offense and 25th in defense. When you talk about this Arizona Cardinals team, you got to talk about the wide receiver duo of Christian Kirk and Hakeem Butler. Both of these guys managed to ball out throughout the regular season. Both finished with over 1,200 receiving yards and over 15 receiving touchdowns. But the thing is this right here. Can these guys figure out how to get this stuff going? Figure out how to get things still clicking without their superstar wide receiver throwing on the ball, because they're entering this postseason. Even though they're only going to be playing one game, we already know all it takes is one loss for you to be out the playoffs. They're only playing one game without Kyler Murray, who's still sidelined due to that shoulder tear. Can they figure out how to still gel and make things click with Case Keenum? That's the big question mark here. If they can figure out how to do that, I'm telling you, this Arizona Cardinals team, if they get back Kyler Murray, the air raid will be back in effect, and it will be very dangerous. But let's see if they can get over that first hump. Coming in at the number 5 slot, we have 85 and the Houston Texans entering the postseason with an 83 overall team. They finished with 11-5 record, ranked 2nd in offense and 12th in defense. Now, when you're talking about this Houston Texans team, you got to talk about their passing attack. 65 touchdowns. 65 passing touchdowns. Now, for everybody that listens to any of my shows that I host on or break down stats in the DML, I always tip my head off to Sweets 99 for the thing that he did 2 seasons in a row by making 3 wide receivers go over 1,000 yards receiving. This guy Eddie managed to have 3 wide receivers go over 1,200 receiving yards, but also they all managed to finish this regular season with over 12 receiving touchdowns. 12 receiving touchdowns. If that's not spreading the love, I don't know what spreading the love is. Then, to make matters worse, you have a quarterback who will also kill you with his legs. So at this point, it's just flat out pick your poison when you're going up against this Houston Texans offense. But let's talk defense now. J.J. Watt is still getting the job done at 32. He finished the regular season with 31.5 sacks. The question mark is, with him still attacking the quarterback, right? This secondary still managed to get shredded throughout the regular season. Can Addy figure out how to make his defense level up a notch in this postseason? Because once you enter the postseason, even though I'm mentioning all these magnificent stats, it's pretty much like a clean slate. It's a clean slate. It's a new season. So can Addy figure out how to reshape this defense? Because the offense is there. Can he figure out how to reshape this defense to where as though they can figure out how to keep guys out of the game? Because when you're sitting there and you're putting up 40 points a game and you're slinging that rock, your defense managed to stay on the field for a large amount of time. Can Addy figure out how to reshape this defense? I think he can. But let's just see, because this postseason baby is very explosive, very explosive. But moving on to the number 4 slot, we have my Pittsburgh Steelers. Enter the postseason with a 74 overall, finished the regular season with a 15-1 record, ranked 23rd in offense and 14th in defense. Flat out, when you talk about my team, man, you got to talk about one thing only that I figured out last season that I had to change this season, and that was turning the ball over. We managed to go from turning the rock over 70 times last season to cutting it down to 18 this season. Basically just being smart, picking our spots, and taking what the defense giving us. The coaching staff is going to have to figure out how to continue this in the playoffs, because we're going up against all top-ranked defense and all top-ranked users in the DML who knows how to eliminate the type of game style that you like to play. So it's going to definitely be a chess match. But on the defense, you got to talk about the Hit Stick brothers, Terrell Edmonds and Devin Bush. These guys, man, combined for a total of 32 forced fumbles. My fault, I'm sorry about that. 23 forced fumbles. And it just seems to energize our defense. We got 2 young guys who's leading us into this postseason. Yeah, postseason experience, you know, as far as being in the playoffs, that do becomes a factor. But I think that if these 2 guys can figure out how to keep that level of play up, and me continue to take what the defense give me and don't turn the ball over, we can make a deep playoff run. But like I said, we will see, because this postseason right here is one of the most stacked postseasons with top users in the DML to date. But let's move on to the number 3 slot. We have Expert, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, entering the postseason with an 89 ranked overall team, finished the regular season 15-1. Offense ranked 3rd, defense ranked 1st. Now, Dak Prescott, whenever you mention, my fault, let's take a step back real fast. Whenever you mention Dallas Cowboy offense, the first person that comes to mind is Ezekiel Elliott. Dak Prescott managed to reshape that and show the DML this season that he is a person that, one, you can trust to come out and win a game for you, balled out, finished the regular season with 55 passing touchdowns, 4,298 passing yards. He showed that he is the guy that you can come out and put the game on his shoulders. Can he manage to make his mark this postseason and give this Dallas Cowboy a banner that they so long for? Because since the Madden 18 cycle, the Cowboys went from the DML bullies to the DML doormat. But Expert managed to take over this organization and got things going in the right direction, getting them back to that powerhouse team that we knew them to be in the past. Can Dak Prescott get the duster, baby, dust them cobwebs off of the trophy case and secure them a banner this cycle? I think it's going to be very hard to pick against the Cowboys, because this next category right here that I'm going to break down is very, very scary. And we talking about defense, Dallas defense. When you got guys like Jalen Smith, who managed to rack up a total of 25 interceptions, DeMarcus Lawrence, who racked up a total of 29 sacks. Okay, that makes this team scary good. When you have an offense that's putting up 40 points and a defense that's only allowing 14 points per game, this makes this team scary good. And I think if he can figure out how to perform in clutch moments, this Dallas Cowboys can potentially be representing the NFC in the Super Bowl this year. But we will see, because this postseason is stacked with so much talent in both conferences. But let's move on. Coming in at the number 2 slot, we have tight work and the Miami Dolphins. Woo. This is another team that's, oh my God, scary good. He enters the postseason 83 overall, finished the season with a perfect 16-0 record, ranked 19th in offense and 2nd in defense. Now you talk about Miami style South Beach football, you gotta mention Christian Wilkins. Finished the season with 39.5 sacks. 39.5 sacks. It makes things very simple on the defensive side of the ball when you're getting constant pressure on a quarterback. It makes things a whole lot more easier when things like that are clicking, because you have a secondary back there who can just flat out be basically just chilling, relaxing, knowing that they front four got them. So this makes things a whole lot more easier. But let's talk about this dual threat backfield that consists of Wesley Crosby and Balaj. These dudes managed to combine for a total of 28 rushing touchdowns. 28 rushing touchdowns. When you got a good defense that knows how to, one, get after the quarterback, hold users under a certain amount of points, and then you have on the offensive side of the ball a solid run game, when you got a dual threat quarterback, where you could take one guy off the game and the next guy that comes up flats out, just pick up right where the other guy left off. And them defensive linemen and them linebackers and them secondaries are out there wheezing. Oh man, we just dealt with Balaj. The next thing you know, Balaj goes out, take a break for about 5 downs, and then Crosby comes in and picks right back up. This makes stuff very hard to game plan against. And this is the #1 style that I will call playoff style football. It's going to be hard picking against them. But let's go to the #1 slot. And y'all already know who it is. The #1 slot goes to Embrew, the owner of those Green Bay Packers. He finished the season with enters the postseason with an 86 overall team. Finished the regular season 16-0 with a perfect record, ranked 1st in offense and ranked 3rd in defense. Now, we already know Tony Pollard is the man, Highsmith is the man, but we gonna give credit to some guys that don't get enough recognition nowhere, and that's that offensive line. We gotta acknowledge these guys, man. We have to acknowledge this offensive line. Remember, I tipped my head off to him. This is a guy who had a vision of what he wanted to create out there in Green Bay, and he's seen it through by bringing in loaded talent on an offensive line position. But let's break this down real fast. Aaron Rodgers played 596 downs this season and only was sacked a total of 30 times. Tony Pollard and Michael Highsmith combined for a total of 3,219 rushing yards, 42 rushing touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers, Tony Pollard, Highsmith, y'all need to go get everyone on that offensive line a big steak dinner, because they earned it. These guys balled out all season, making everything on that offensive side of the ball very basic and very simple. I wish I had an offensive line like that, man. But them guys, I tip my hat to y'all. Y'all earned y'all right. I'm giving y'all acknowledgement, man. Continue to play big fella, because y'all was balling this season, and I'm looking forward to see what y'all can do in this postseason. Except when y'all go up against my Pittsburgh Steelers, because y'all guys flat out destroyed us in the regular season, and we remember that loss. We remember that loss. But let's keep things going. Let's talk about the sack attack out there in Green Bay. They finished the regular season with a total of 87 sacks. Crazy! 87 sacks? 87 sacks. Just know this right here. The Green Bay Packers defense knows how to create pressure. You cannot zero in when you're scouting this team. You cannot zero in on the defensive side of the ball on one particular player, on that front four or those linebackers, because he knows how to disguise his pressure, his blitzes, and he would have you thinking it's coming from the left side, but it's running right down your throat. So you gotta figure out how to pick the right spots when you're going up against this defense, because if you don't, it's gonna be a very long day. I'm your host, OG Chris Murray. I just broke down the top 10 users who I think that has the best odds at winning the Super Bowl and hanging the banner in this playoff run this season. If I got it wrong, drop a comment on who you think has the odds at getting a banner in this playoff run. Let's see what's going to happen. I'm your host, OG Chris Murray. I'm out.